Singapore Cup dreams are at stake this evening at Bishan Stadium as we get set to take in this fixture between Balestier Khalsa and Hougang United. A lovely playing surface here at Bishan Stadium, a wonderful venue for this massive contest in the Singapore Cup. Albirex Niigata are top of the standings. They are through, no issues for them at all. Unbeaten after 4 matches played. Hougang United in second at 3 points behind. A point will be enough for Hougang to progress. Balestier Khalsa in third, meanwhile, they must win, and a win will take them into the next stage of the competition over Hougang United on a better head-to-head record. For Hougang United, they can finish first. They will have to score more than 1 goal and win by at least 1 goal. Then they will finish ahead of Albirex Niigata by virtue of goals scored. It gets a little bit complicated. We won't have to go into that just yet, but we'll keep an eye on things as it progresses. Let's hear from the head coaches of both sides, with Marko Kraljevic up first, followed by Panarai Pansiri.
Hi Coach, an important must-win game if you want to keep semi-final hopes alive. What is the vibe in the dressing room like coming into this?
Meaning is, I think all 3 games, I think we're playing quite good, and coming to the last game is good, you know. No need to calculate much, you know. You just need to win and progress to a semi-final.
The last time you took on Hougang in the league, it was a 2-1 win for you. What is your approach for tonight?
I hope same results today also. Meaning is Hougang in the last few games, in especially Cup game, improved a lot. They defend, improved a lot, and they've done it very well. They pick up, they never lose the game, you know, 2 win and 1 draw, and then it will be a very tough game, you know. But I can say we can call now Bishan home, you know. We training quite numbers of the training we have here, and then I think is be advantage for us, and we go all out to win the game.
And talk us through your starting 11. Any notable changes?
No, more or less all same was playing last game.
Hi Coach, a point will be enough to see you through to the semi-finals. How is your side feeling ahead of the clash?
Okay, be honest, we not focus on about the qualification scenario. We just come to play this game and win this game. This is one attention for us.
You're taking on a Balestier side who are in the bottom 3 in both the league and the Singapore Cup in terms of goals conceded. How will you be looking to exploit their weaknesses in the back tonight?
Yes, we already analyzed them and we see this point. But we must say Balestier is still a good team and we cannot careless with them.
Finally, please walk us through how you've lined up today.
So today, Josakon not be with us. He come to play national team under 23 with Thailand, and then we have some rotation and give the chance to player who have the less minute to play. Okay, but I think I choose in my squad and everyone can play, no problem.
Yeah, great hearing from the coaches ahead of kickoff. A big game between these 2 sides. With me in the commentary position, someone who's been there, done that as a head coach himself in the league, Hide Kames. Hide, looking forward to working alongside you for this fixture. It was very interesting to hear from those coaches. Both look pretty relaxed, and I mean, there's a big difference in terms of experience, Marko Kraljevic compared to Panarai Pansiri. But Panarai Pansiri seemed pretty calm about things as well.
Well, I think his team is in a better position than Balestier Khalsa, and I think in terms of form as well, in terms of confidence especially, I think Hougang United are in a better shape going forward. Tactically, they are really organized right now. Huge stark difference from the start of the season, and he should be calm, and I think it will translate to the players as well, because they just need a draw to go through, unlike Balestier Khalsa, who needs a win. And I think pressure now is on Balestier Khalsa because they need that win much more than Hougang, and the game will be more open then.
Yeah, Balestier Khalsa, you heard Marko Kraljevic talking about how they've had the opportunities to train quite a bit at Bishan Stadium, so that's very good for them. We know they've had their issues with getting a regular training ground going, but it's nice to hear that from Marko Kraljevic. His side feels very comfortable coming out to this playing surface and will be looking to use that. But going back to Hougang in the turnaround in form, it's been really impressive what they've done.
Yeah.
Hide, the question here, I guess, that I want to ask you is it just new manager bounce, or do you think you see something a little bit more sustainable in terms of how they approach matches now?
Yeah, I think it's not a new manager bounce. I think the support of the backroom staff, I think the influence a little bit more. I think this is something that I know firsthand. There's a new goalkeeper coach coming in. There's a few new players coming in as well, foreign players coming in. And the way that they approach games seems more mature right now. They know that they need to not concede those goals before trying to score at the other end. And I think this is something that they're going to look forward to through the rest of the season, especially in the Singapore Cup. And they are looking forward to qualify to the semis and hopefully get the cup and get the win. And it's been a totally different Hougang side to me in terms of structure, in terms of organization, because they seem to be more resilient, more compact, very difficult to break down. And it will be interesting how Balestier Khalsa is going to come up with something in this game to break a very stubborn Hougang side.
Yeah, that will be really fascinating to see, because Hougang, as you mentioned, need just a point to go through. Well, lots of pressure on the sides to progress. There will also be pressure on Taufik Ahmad, the match referee. Very inexperienced. First time he's taking charge of a Singapore Cup game. He will be assisted by Andy Tan and Abdul Hanan. Fourth official, Farhad Mohamad. He will have the support of video assistant referee Shadiq Al Hussein. The assistant VAR is Manoj Kalwani. So as the captains go across for the pre-match handshake and coin toss. Again, big difference in the experience between the two captains. A very young Ryan Sanizal, who is leading Hougang United at just 23 years of age. Madu Mohana, 34 years old. Both central defenders for their respective clubs. Well, let's have a look at the starting 11 then, beginning with Balestier Khalsa, who have made two changes from the last time they were in action in this competition in a very thrilling draw against Geylang International. They have made two changes from that fixture. Ignatius Ang comes into the side in place of Daniel Goh. Tajali Salamat also makes an appearance in the starting 11, having returned to Balestier after a very short spell away from the club. Geylang International, he'll be slotting in at right back. He comes in for Harith Kanadi, who is on the bench along with Daniel Goh. Elijah Lim, Thiago Martins, Fudil Iyad amongst some of the options there for Marko Kraljevic if needed. They've also got an 18-year-old Malaysian, number 56, Lin Hao, on the bench if required. Well, Marko Kraljevic coming up against a former club in Hougang. He was their head coach for 48 matches. That's for Balestier Khalsa. This is his 240th game as their head coach in his third spell at the club. Starting 11 for Hougang United. They have made two changes as well from the last time they were in action in this competition. Ryohei Yoshihama comes into the side to add some much-needed creativity into a central midfield. He's in the starting lineup in place of Yotsakon Burapa, who is at the Southeast Asian Games with Thailand at the moment. Victor Blasco also slots back into the starting 11 this evening. He replaces Parinya Nusong, who is on the bench for Panarai Pansiri. Rao Sarizal, Brad Tan, Haikal Pasha among some of the options then. What is a pretty inexperienced bench. They also have a 17-year-old Singaporean, Christopher Lee, number 77. And maybe he will get an opportunity to impress Panarai Pansiri, who is the head coach of Hougang United. He's made a good start to his career at the club. He's young, but he's been coaching a lot, especially in Thailand. Hide, looking at the two sides, what sort of game are you expecting?
Oh, it's going to be tight. I think Balestier Khalsa, they know how to win. I think Balestier Khalsa doesn't really play really fantastic or beautiful football, but somehow they get themselves in a good positions in the penalty box, and they get those chances being converted over the last few games. You won't be expecting a really beautiful, entertaining game from both sides, because I think Hougang is going to be more compact. They're hopefully trying to go on a break after they win the ball, but it's going to be really physical. I think it's going to be really physical.
Well, you say physical, and immediately, just about 10 seconds into it, we already have an injury here for Balestier Khalsa. Coming together. Let's have a look between the Setawul Wongsai and was it Katusha? It was, who's gone down clutching his lower back.
Oh, really tough challenge there. I think Katusha not being able to see where the challenge is going to be from. Interesting where Setawul is going to be playing as well. Could be playing as a right back with Chonawit in the center with Zaifa. Looking to see who's playing on the right for Hougang.
So early pressure for this Hougang United defense. Masahiro Sugita will be looking to take this for Balestier. Looks like 5 red shirts attacking the delivery. Bounces off the foot of Mandic. And that was good from Zafan. Under a bit of pressure, but he held on cleanly.
Bit of loose marking from Hougang United from that set piece.
Hougang playing in the all blue, going from right to left in your screens. Balestier in the red. In possession now. The last time these two sides met was in the SPL, the Singapore Premier League, on the 24th of April. It was a 2-1 win for Balestier Khalsa against Hougang. Things have changed quite a bit since then. And the makeup of both these squads. As Vujanic quickly closed down. That's good work from Hougang, pressing from the front here, Ide.
Yeah, you don't really see them putting that first pressure out. And it's also important to close down Vujanic because he's the main creator of, or rather for Balestier Khalsa. He dictates things from the middle. And it's important for somebody to just be on him, not allowing the ball to be played forward.
And not much really separating these two clubs. If you look at their results against each other from last season, that was a 3-all draw in the opening match, and a 3-1 win for Balestier, then a 3-1 win for Hougang, and then a 2-1 win for Balestier in their last game of the season. Zaifa, there's Chonawit. Seems to have moved into central midfield in certain situations. But you see that with a few teams as well, the tactical approach, Hide.
Yeah.
Players sometimes going out wide when they don't have it and then dropping in when they do.
Well, it's always following the trend and to see whether it works for your team as well. You know, you need to have those players, that quality or the characteristics for all these players to be converting or rather shifting in and out as a fullback and also a central midfielder.
There's Darren Tay. Left back for Balestier. Building up with what looks to be a back 3 in possession. Tajeli will be allowed to get further forward. Try and use his deliveries from out wide. The referee spotted something.
I think the ball hit him.
He's saying it touched him.
Yeah, definitely hit him in the chest.
That's Vujanic. Katusha. Misjudgment there by Setawul Wongsai. You're right, is playing at right back.
He has played in a number of positions this season, right back, a winger and also a striker.
Shubaric. Matic pops out. He's been in good goal-scoring form for Balestier in this competition. 4 goals for him. That's a lovely pass by Farhan into Victor Blasco. Beats that midfield line. Kamatani keeps himself onside. He's in, it's Hugo Kamatani. He just loses his balance on the way through.
The timing was perfect as well. I think Blasco just waiting for the right time to play the ball forward. And it was a good ball as well, but the first touch here from Hugo Kamatani was off and straight away fell to the diving hands of Mustapic. That was a big chance for Hougang just to score an early goal and maybe take a bit of that pressure off themselves.
Yeah, it looked like he had a bit of a stumble, but I think it was because of that heavy first touch he did. So he was just trying to go a little bit quicker than he actually could.
Interesting to see Blasco playing up front, and behind him Yoshihama. We don't have that much pace there, so to go on a counter attack, he has to go through the sides with Franz Kifli and Kamitani. But those two are really good on the ball. They can hold on to the ball, they can turn, they can play that passes to the left or to the right for the number 7 and number 10 to attack.
Just a few issues with the communication set of the match officials. Getting that fixed. And getting some airtime as well. Zafan, who's looking like his form has improved quite a bit over the last few weeks.
Well, it could be the fact that he may be looking forward to the Asia Cup. It could also be contributed to the fact that he has a new goalkeeper coach there, someone who's more permanent.
Katusha start to wrap it around Brian Sanizal. I was trying to pick out Mandic, who hasn't really impressed since joining Balestier.
I'm still finding it really tough to adapt. Has had quite a number of clear-cut and open chances, but none has been converted yet.
Sugita, so dynamic and mobile. Gets around everywhere from those midfield positions, and he's always available as an option for a teammate. Decide to go and recycle it. Here's Madhu. Good ball into Ignatius Ang.
You know the idea. I think he knew he wanted it to have that small little touch to play it to, I think it was Mandic.
Mandic, who is still looking for his first goal for Balestier. This one his 9th appearance for the club. Blasco. Get away with that touch. That's right. That's Chonlawit, who's now dropping in to play at right back. Interesting one, because they just rotate position, Setawut and Chonlawit.
Yeah, I think Setawut was roaming inside, playing that ball to the left, and stayed there, that position, and Chonlawit just slotting in, covering his teammate. No one showing for the ball. Madhu Mohana just staring at those players up front.
Teste, Katusha. Bobble off the pitch for Sugita, but he's able to collect and push on through. A lot of link up happening down this left-hand side for Balestier. That's Katusha again. Seeing plenty of the ball. Good cross in. That from Kimunguchi has come off the frame of his goal.
Well, Hougang is not starting the ball well, or starting the game well. A lot of space being conceded on their right-hand side. A lot of crosses here. Katusha, I think maybe second or third cross coming from the left-hand side of Balestier's attack.
That's good from Zafan again. Another clean catch.
Fantastic first ball out.
Farhan. Oh, the chance was on. It was joined by Yoshihama, who sprinted forward. Just couldn't find the pass. Credit to the defensive work down there.
Yeah. Oh, again, big chance for Hougang. Just needed that pass. Yoshihama was alone in the central area, joining the attack. But that's exactly what you expect from Zafan, isn't it? I think he has that ability to just play that first ball out with accuracy, with quality.
That's the jelly. Down by Mandic into Katusha. Straight into Chonlawit. Lots of early pressure on Hougang. Good start from the home side, Balestier Khalsa, in terms of the intent they're showing and the tempo of play.
Well, that's exactly what you would expect from a team who wants to get that 3 points, or who needs that 3 points a little bit more than Hougang.
Katusha trying to get away from Setawood. Enough of a challenge to divert that cross towards Zafan. Distribution out to Farhan was excellent for that opening on the break earlier. It's another quick throw out to Setawood Wongsai. Farhan Zulkifli, Yoshihama continues on his run on the inside channel, ignored by Farhan. A strange pass forward by Huzaifa.
Interesting to see as well. I think if you look at 1v1 situations on the sides, Farhan is playing against Darren Tay and Kamatani against Tajeli. So that could be a significant battle as well.
That's a good ball forward for Mandic to chase. It's another corner conceded by Hougang. All right, Sanizal putting it up.
Sorry, Roshan. I think all of the Balestier's attacks are coming from the left-hand side. Katusha is having a lot on the ball, a lot of ability from his side. I think right now we are seeing him going on the outside rather than coming in all of the time. So a bit of variety and a bit of difference there.
Quite a few overloads in those positions, it looks like he did. With Sugita often joining in out there. And also perhaps a question mark, we'll come back to in just a bit, about who the right back actually is. Madhu flicks it on. Setawood Wongsai with the header away in the 6-yard box. As Chonlawit again gets squeezed out and forced into turning it over. Oh, Marko Kraljevic saying to his team, keep the ball moving. Tajeli from very deep. Setawood just wallop that straight out for a throw-in to Balestier. Katusha, no pressure on the cross. Ooh. Wow, for just a split second there, it looked like Zafan might have been caught underneath it. I wonder if he's just holding his hands up to apologize, to acknowledge that he misjudged the flight of that.
I do think so as well. I think the ball was quite deceiving. I think for him to misjudge that. Lucky for him, wasn't goal bound.
That's Vestering. Maybe the first time I've said his name. But again, just going back, Hide, to that issue that they have at right back with Chonlawit and Setawood changing positions. I wonder if that's causing some confusion.
Well, I think first and foremost, both are not natural fullbacks.
Yeah.
So let's start off with that first. I think if you're not playing in your natural positions, you are bound to have some issues when you're playing against your direct opponent, and in this case is Katusha, who's I think has grown over the last few games, scored a few goals and gotten a few assists as well in terms of being more efficient and bringing more quality. He has done that, has shown that as well. And right now you look at the last 15 minutes, a lot of Balestier's attacks are coming from that left-hand side through him. So Gita, as you said, overloading on the left-hand side, making those runs forward. And Chunlawit and Sitawut has to track that.
There goes Mandic. A combination of, oh, Zafan, was he fouled? I think he was, you know.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Mandic just barging through. Yep.
A good feed from Zafan. I thought he was in trouble initially, but just about able to get it away from Mandic.
He wanted to get the ball back in for him to just pick it up.
No malice behind that challenge from Mandic. He was just earnestly trying to take the ball off Zafan. Well, Hougang having that issue at right back because they are still missing Yuma Suwa, who is serving a suspension. A straight red card that he picked up in a match against Tanjung Pagar. Final game of the 3-match suspension for him. A straight red, I remember it was, he was shown for an elbow into the face of Faisal Roslan. Hougang still going on to win that game.
I'm pretty sure that position is going to be still under a lot of view or a lot of eyes from the technical bench of Hougang. They have Parinya to come in and just do something about it.
There's Blasco. These are the situations Hougang are looking for. Kamitani. Oh, just wide by Kamitani. It's taken the touch on its way through as well, so that will be a corner for Hougang.
But that was smart. I think he wanted to cut in and then play it, or rather shoot it to the bottom left, or his bottom left. Usually players are just going to curl it across to the far post. This is one of the few situations where Hougang has gotten their counter-attack a bit more efficient than usual.
Reflection of the studs of Marumahana. So 4 blue shirts in there. Another 2 as the short corner option. And that's what they decide to go with. Not a bad ball in by Farhan Zulkifli. Found the run of Ryan Sanizal. And it's come off Matic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been worked on. You look at the area at the near post, there's a lot of space there. And it's exactly where Ryan Sanizal was running too.
And again, Matic with a good header away this time. And Balestier can break. Clever pass for Ignatius Ang. Just again stumbles under that speed of his.
Jordan getting that final touch out. Anywhere will do for him, just to be safe. Reorganize again.
Tay. Šubarić.
He's far away from his positions, Sugita. It's always drifting off to the left-hand side, and I think it's a pretty good combination, him and Vujanic in the center. Vujanic is just dead center, just marking that space in front, covering and sweeping things away for Sugita.
Well, no real surprise. Balestier with 60% of the possession. Hougang quite happy to wait for chances on the break. Yoshihama chipped out to Farhan. Tajali thought about the approach, decided to just drop off. Look at Farhan go. Almost looking like they were afraid to put a challenge in. One did eventually come from Tajali. There's Katusha. It's Vujanic.
You can definitely hear Marco saying, move the ball quick. It's to move Hougang United as well.
Kibuguchi. Vestering. They took a bit of a risk with that pass, but it paid off. Here's Yoshihama. Farhan. Blasco.
Good pass from Jordan back to Victor. The whole complexion of the game, or the whole situation changed from that bad pass.
Blasco. Just not quite happening for Hougang in an attacking sense. Still a long way to go for Hougang. They aren't the side that need to go and win. So you can perhaps understand why this is the approach for the moment.
Well, to be fair, they have been approaching all games similar to this. It's just that the urgency for this one is not as much needed as previous ones. What's happening here? Starpage is kicking the ball out.
Well, there was an issue with the ball, I think.
Well, Balestier Khalsa just building up with usually 3 at the back, sometimes with Vujanic coming in against the 2 attackers of Hougang.
As a give it go, Ignatius, first time cross. Just looking for that touch from Mandic.
Hasn't really fallen nicely for him, Mandic. I mean, he has made a lot of runs, especially this game as well, trying to get the ball back. Just not fast enough, quick enough to get ahead of Ransanizal, who I feel,
There's Zafan again.
They are taking the risk.
Gets away from Mandic once more.
Balestier Khalsa is pressing well. I know they are forcing those mistakes. It might not be won at the attacking third, but the mistakes that, or the forced long balls being played to Hougang strikers are being won on the second ball by Balestier Khalsa.
Here's another look at this from Zafan.
Oh,
Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it?
yeah.
Certainly looks like he's
Really
full of
brave.
confidence.
Yeah, really brave as well for him to be able to do that.
Mandic coming on the blind side, or so we thought. Zafan knew exactly where he was.
Now Gucci just taking his eye off the ball.
To start our own trend here in the SPL. We spoke about trends, didn't we? He did. Coaching trends, and now players are playing different roles. Let's get the goalkeeper to start bringing the ball out from the penalty area. Talk about ball-playing central defenders. Gotta have a ball-playing goalkeeper.
For me, I think personally, I feel that sometimes you just have to keep it old school with the goalkeeping. You just need a really, really good goalkeeper. That's it. And let the footballers play in the attacking position.
No interest in seeing a goalkeeper dribbling it out from the back?
No, not in my lifetime.
There goes Zafan with the right boot this time. Offside is the call. Well, the free kick taken from the wrong position. Well, if you're going to take it from the right position and be pedantic about it, how can you take it before the halfway line if he was offside?
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be. If you're going to do that, do it properly, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's still like 5 to 7 meters back from the position that he was taken from. Hougang having issues keeping the ball within their team. Like, look, they're just gonna hit the ball up, let the two center backs pick it up and start playing from there, and they're gonna start being compact again and start to defend. How long can they do this, right? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really physically taxing as well.
That's Katusha. Around the outside by Darren Tay. Dummy from Sugita. Wasn't read by a teammate. So it's Hougang on the transition. Kametani. Centerwood joining in. Here's Blasco. Victor Blasco. It's that first touch that caused the problem for himself.
Yeah. He had to take that second one to set him up. And by that time, a lot of players are back in position of closing him down.
Farhan. Tajali getting sucked in field. Marko Kraljevic wanting him to be a little bit wider.
Do you think he's going to be listening?
I wonder if there's that fear factor, you know, coming up against Farhan, and he's almost going inside to sort of hide away from Farhan.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I thought that initially I thought like Farhan would be better in the left wing to play against Tajali, because I think Darren is more dependable in terms of 1v1s, more consistent as well.
Set to it as Blasco. Oh, lovely touch, Yoshihama with the effort.
Ball was behind him, wasn't it? Couldn't really do anything about it. Just more of a reactive kick out.
Look at that touch though from Kametani.
Knew that Yoshihama was coming in, touching it forward for him, but it's still not at the right position for him to take the first time shot.
That's Tajali. That's Katusha. Referee deciding that a talking to was sufficient for Lazar Vujinic.
nothing much there. I think it was more accidental. If there was a touch on it was Blasco's face.
Keep the ball longer. Keep the ball longer.
Another piece of information or instruction: keep the ball longer. Just improve that possession rate.
Gotta love instructions like that. Keep the ball longer. How about guys score a goal?
Generic instructions, yeah?
Yeah. Kimaguchi. That's Blasco. Oh, smartly left by Vestring for Farhan. Yoshiyama back to Farhan. Blasco. That's Matic.
Zaifa knows exactly what he was doing there, just stopping. It's more of a scorpion kick from Zaifa.
Overly aggressive.
Pretty surprised that he's not being booked for that.
It's Katusha. Well, he wants a free kick.
Pressure now on the referee. Especially calls that are supposed to be made are not made.
Ignatius looking for the reverse pass into Matic. Well read by Vestering.
Blasco was just looking for it. He knew exactly that Vujanic was coming in. He was waiting for him to be near him for playing the ball back.
Well, there's going to be a booking for Lazar Vujanic. And it's on Victor Blasco once more.
But the longer the game goes on, the more frustrations the Balestier side are going to feel. Haven't really created much or enough to feel that they are in this game or to win this game.
Second yellow card of this season's competition for Vujanic. Just waiting for the flag to go up here, Farhan.
It was straying offside. Love the idea, love the pass from Victor Blasco as well.
Mr. Jelly can get some good space out wide. Katusha. What do you make of the... He's putting in lots of crosses, Tajali, but they're from very deep positions.
Yeah. Well, it has to be worked on, especially with the timing and the number of players up front. But they have two players, but again, the crosses are not near enough,
yeah.
or at a position where it's going to hurt. Like you need to, yeah, exactly. You need to be playing it just outside the 6-yard box for it to hurt.
Sugita. Chonnawit. Mario Mustapic, who's not had much to do, deciding to get involved. That's Katusha. Good numbers in the box for Balestier, but he goes for goal himself. And it's a poor effort.
Yeah, it's also difficult as well for the strikers or the forward players from Balestier Khalsa, because Katusha always comes on back to his right foot. Well, it could be a cross, it could be a shot that comes in, depending on the situation. And your starting position as a striker, when the cross is coming in swinging, it's totally different as well, because it affects the timing. So it's something that you really have to keep on working on and understanding your teammates' habits.
Blasco for the in-swinger. Well, guess who's surging forward? Subaric from centre back. Gets it, and we'll get the free kick.
They are putting players up front with those runs, and it becomes a 1v1 situation. So it becomes a 3v3 or a 2v2 in those areas, and it's tough, especially when you have maybe stronger and physically better players in those positions.
Might be the first time we've actually had sound traveling faster than light. Pretty sure I heard the scream before the contact. Well, centre work is going into the book as well.
Oh, yes, settled in a bit more on the right-hand side after the first 15 minutes. I think the first 15 minutes was really difficult for him with Katusha and also Sugita just coming into that position, that space. I think as a group, they've managed to find a solution for that.
That's Vujanic. Zafan had that covered.
I'm not surprised that he has decided to go straight to goal. Some screams and cheers from stands as well. Not really far off, especially from that distance.
Madhu. Very comfortable for Mustapic. That's Sugita. Again, the link player. And not just the link player. Kimaguchi had to deal with that.
But he made that pass to start the attack, to go forward, and in the end he was the one sprinting 60, 50 meters away, trying to get to that ball. That's how much space Hougang is giving Balestier Khalsa now in defense.
Great ball by Farhan. And Kametani gets his header on target. Not enough direction to trouble Mustapic. That's a sort of delivery into the area that can cause problems.
Yeah, especially when your two centre backs are not marking anyone. You're just marking space. You're forcing those players to step up, because Blasco was not in that position. He was roaming around. The blindside run. Kamatani was the one created a few problems there. Yep, you look at the timing of his run, who he was up against, coming from that blind side, just hitting it down, lacking in direction.
Well, Katusha is always involved. Regular outlet for Balestier down that left.
Yeah, especially, like I mentioned earlier, the starting position for those kind of crosses from Katusha is hugely important. You have to peel away a little bit more and time your way in.
It's Farhan. Blasco. Well, it turned out very nicely for him, because Farhan just about bailed him out.
So Baric has gone up to attack. And Mohana here this time at the attacking third, joining the attack as well.
Special player is Farhan Zulkifli. 3 goals, 3 assists in the Singapore Cup this season.
Bit of gamesmanship starting for Hougang. Bit of time wasting, slow walk from Zafan. The game going again.
Apologies, 3 goals, 3 assists in 7 appearances for Hougang this season in all competitions. It's 2 goals, 1 assist for Farhan in 3 Singapore Cup appearances. Still very good numbers. There he goes. Oh, what a dangerous ball. Just a bit too much. Over the head of Kametani.
Again, Farhan Zulkifli, the chief threat down the left-hand side against Tajelli.
Swept out first time by Vujanic. Gave Tajelli quite a bit to do.
Strong defending from Kimaguchi. Winning the throw-in again against Ignatius.
Nicely won back by Blasco. Farhan, has he kept himself on side? Flag will stay down for the moment. Farhan's in. Flashes it wide. Flag has gone up anyway.
Yeah, thought so as well. Waiting for it to go up. But quite disappointing as well from Farhan. Whatever happens, whether it's offside or not. Oh, ooh, it's quite tight as well. Doesn't take, might have played him onside, but he should have buried this one rather than thinking that he was offside. But they had 3 other players, Hougang players, coming in and supporting him.
Madu on to Tajelli. And the header from Mandic. Going well over. It's a cross from a better position.
Yeah.
But again, he's not getting that angle that's going to hurt the opposition defense.
Exactly. And again, as a striker,
it's
can't do
behind the
anything
striker,
much.
isn't it?
You have to take a few steps back to even meet the ball. It's quite difficult for you to do anything with it. You expect better from Tajelli as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite vocal about his own qualities.
Yeah.
Says he's a very good crosser of the ball, and he likes to put in good deliveries, pick up assists. I've not quite seen that from him in this first half.
He has given... expecting better cross there from Farhan as well. He's not been giving enough going forward, and in defense, especially against Farhan Zulkifli, he's not defending well for his team. So it's a matter of, I don't know, he needs to improve his performance in the second half.
Tajelli making his 65th appearance for Balestier Khalsa. He's on the move again. They've changed as well with Tajelli coming into the club. They've also changed their approach and their style of play a little bit because they want to get him into advanced areas because they know he's got that quality. put in better deliveries.
I think that's also main reason why they are building up 3 to push Tajali up front.
Oh, that's been wasted again. And one back well by Vujanic.
You go down. There's 2 staircases down. So either the staircase
Madu
release you.
tried to get it into Sugita, but Vestering was in the way. Huzaifa. There's Blasco. That's twice now he's tried something like that. Hasn't come off. There could be trouble for Hougang. And it is trouble for Hougang. Montic with the effort. On a great run of scoring form for Balestier. Tin Matic puts another away. And that is a big goal for Balestier. And in the context of qualification.
That was the right back, actually. I think Ryan Sanita was the one, but the first one to go out to defend against Tin Matic. But again, like you mentioned, he had a lot to do. The first touch, second touch to cut in, and also the third one just to bend it across over to the far side. Fantastic goal from Tin Matic. Third goal in total for him in the Singapore Cup. 5 goals in total for the whole league, or rather for the whole season. 5 goals in total for the Singapore Cup. Marco would be really happy with his team's performance in the first half, taking initiative, creating a few chances through the left-hand side. Katusha, Sugita, creating a lot of trouble for Hougang United to defend their right-hand side. And in the end, mistake from Victor Blasco. Lost the ball in the center of the field, and the ball just ended up at the back of the net from Tin Matic.
5 goals for Tin Matic in the group stage of this competition. He scored against Tanjung Pagar in a 3-0 win, scored against Stelbrecht in a 3-2 defeat, scored twice in that 3-3 draw against Geylang, and he's netted here in a must-win game for his club against Hougang. They have been the better of the 2 sides overall, you would say. Hide Balestier with the performance that we saw on the first 45 minutes, and they got the reward with that late goal.
Agree with you totally. I think they came in with more desire to take the initiative, and in the end, Tin Matic putting in a fantastic goal, cap off a fantastic first half for Balestier Khalsa. Now they are in the lead, and they will take the initiative going to the second half as well.
Halftime here at Bishan Stadium. It is Balestier Khalsa 1, Hougang United 0. We're back at Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa leading by a goal to nil against Hougang United. It's a key Singapore Cup fixture between these two sides. Balestier Khalsa need the win to progress. Hougang United can go through with just a point. Let's have a look at the highlights from an entertaining first 45 minutes. And we begin with this chance for Hougang. Just 6 minutes in, Hugo Kamatani.
Well, this should be 1-0 for Hougang, especially when you only have the goalkeeper to beat. You just need that better control for you to take that second touch for that shot. Big chance wasted by Hougang. And this time round, that cross, we've seen it multiple times. Tusha just cutting in on his right, making that in-swinging cross for the attackers to go and make that stride forward. It was Kimunguchi who just played it out for a corner kick.
That was 11 minutes in. And the 29th, Ryohei Yoshihama with his late run into the area. Kamatani with a touch into his path, and he couldn't put that away.
Well, he saw his teammate making that run forward. Kamatani just playing it, but it wasn't that pass that Yoshihama wanted. He was backwards, and he had to just swing that right foot across to no efficient movement.
In 37th, Vujanic trying to catch out Zafan at his near post.
Zafan got it all covered. Just a slow dive just to cover those angles and making sure that the ball was just out of range, out of frame of goal, just to confirm it. But it was a fair shot, fair opportunity for him to take that shot, free kick.
And then in the 39th minute, brilliant cross in by Farhan Zulkifli. Hugo Kamentani meeting that delivery, but he couldn't direct it past Mario Mustapic in goal for Balestier.
One of the few chances that Hougang created from Farhan Zulkifli to Kamentani. Downwards header, not troubling goalkeeper at all.
And then in the second minute of added time, Tin Matic stepping up. Good composed play and a very nice finish after collecting a pass that was fired into him by Lazar Vujanic.
Vujanic looking at that small little space for him to play the ball through. Tin Matic, again, a right-footed player coming in back to his right foot to go to the far post. We have seen it many times. But it was that mistake, big mistake by Blasco, who gave the ball away for the goal to come in.
Pretty even with some of those numbers, Hide.
Yeah, 53% possession against Hougang's 47. Well, attempts on targets pretty even as well. Balestier Khalsa having only 2 on target, while Hougang only had 1. It's been a pretty fair and also balanced game, right, in terms of possession, in terms of high quality chances, but Balestier Khalsa just edging ahead through that nice little goal from Tin Matic.
Well, we will go for another break, and when we come back, we will have the second half. Hougang United need at least a goal to try and finish with a point this evening. Balestier Khalsa have something to hold on to. We'll be back soon, live from Bishan Stadium for the second half. And we're back at Bishan Stadium just ahead of the second half in the Singapore Cup between Balestier Khalsa and Hougang United. 45 minutes or so away from finding out which one of these two sides will be joining Albirex. The Lion City Sailors and BG Tampines Rovers in the semi-finals of this season's competition. Balestier Khalsa with a late goal at the end of that first half. Taking the lead going into the break, it was Tin Matic with a lovely finish, scoring his 5th of this season's competition. To give the home side the goal that they need. So a win for Balestier required for them to progress. Hougang just need a point to go through. We're all set up for what should be a fascinating 45. Hide, you're expecting a big response from Hougang?
Yeah, they need it now more than what they needed in the first half. They need to come out to score and equalize to get at least 1 point for them to qualify. And they have been really disappointing in the first half. I think in terms of defensive solidity, it hasn't been as compact, as organized as their previous games. Well, it could be the fact that Balestier Khalsa has managed to find that small little gap and hole on their right-hand side and exploited it perfectly, the goal coming from that their right-hand side, and Hougang now needs to respond. They need to make sure that they up the intensity. They need to attack better in terms of quality and also attack in numbers, because we've seen a lot of times where they don't have anyone in the box except for Kamatani. When Farhan Zulkifli has the ball, Farhan Zulkifli as well has got to be better in terms of his delivery and also his final contribution in the attacking third. Doesn't matter whether it being a pass or a cross, and also his own actions trying to score that goal. Well, Balestier Khalsa is in a more comfortable position now, but I still think in terms of possession, they have the advantage. They have better ball-playing players, as we have seen in the first half. Their positioning is better as well to get into an attacking position. They have to kill this game off as quickly as possible, but still manage the game in a way where they get comfortable and not to be too attacking, where they leave spaces behind for Hougang to penetrate through or counter.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the approach is for Balestier Khalsa and for Hougang United in this second half. Plenty to play for. And here we go. It is Hougang United in the blue, going from left to right in your screens, up against Balestier Khalsa in the red. Singapore Cup 25-26. This is the final group stage fixture, as Chon Lawit straight away into the opposition area at the start of this second half, and Centerwood with the first effort. Spin and a turn off target with the shot.
15 seconds into the second half, Hougang has taken the initiative to go forward directly and straight away. Good dummy by Yoshihama, and again the ball was just behind Chun Lawit, or rather Setawit, for him to take that shot, hit the target.
There's Madhu Mohana. Kimaguchi. Towering header. He's been a solid signing for Hougang, Nabi Kimaguchi.
Dependable. I don't think he's really fantastic on the ball. He has to play to his strength, but defensively he's been really good for Hougang United.
Does what it says on the tin. You want from your central defenders, first of all, defensively, be reliable, dependable, and that's what he is. Sugita, Balestier looking for the second goal.
He's frustrated, Sugita. I think he wanted his teammate to be ahead of the defender and just gamble his chances forward. put the leg out. See if it hits. In the space of 1 minute, we have seen 2 chances.
Sugita. Okay, where Sugita is on the left and now on the right. Can link up with Tajeli with the shot. Kimoguchi there with the back-to-back blocks. Vujanic. Katusha. Sugita, who's everywhere.
Energizer Bunny.
Oh, is there a foul?
Oh.
Play continues for the moment. Referee doesn't think there was anything wrong with that challenge. Very nicely done by Yoshihama through the legs of Madhu Mahana.
Well, no one really protesting or asking for it as well from Balestier Khalsa.
Blasco. It's Blasco trying to be cheeky. With the flick that was turned over, that led to the opening goal scored by Balestier. Taken nicely on a turn by Yoshihama. That's a smart ball through, but once more, Kamitani can't get it under control.
Oh, he has to do better. I mean, he has peeled himself out perfectly, but he needs to get the ball under control, play it forward or touch it forward for him to have a good chance. Look at him. I think could be just onside, but he didn't manage to control it at all. The ball went straight for a goal kick. Let's look at this replay here again. Was there a slight pull? Well, I think even Ignatius wasn't asking for it, so.
That's Mandic with the header, wrong direction. Sugita. That's Katusha. Oh, lovely ball by Sugita. Matic with the shot. He's looking down at the turf.
Well, from somebody who's on form, you would expect better from Tin Matic. Sugita again. He was the one who started and moved, getting that second last action there.
Look at the chance earlier. Kimoguchi with the 2 blocks in quick succession. Yoshihama.
Well, this is not something that Hougang does well, to go out and press and to try to chase the game. They prefer to be close, they prefer to be compact and go on a counter. So this is a different situation for them. Unfamiliar one as well.
Being outplayed here though.
Yeah.
And I think we're not really seeing that fight from Hougang just yet. That's Mandic. Got to it ahead of Zafan, and that's because... Oh no, I thought the flag was raised offside, but he's actually won a corner.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative body language from Hougang players here. They're not really not up for it. Doesn't seem like there's any reaction after the halftime team talk. Momentum is still for Balestier Khalsa.
Zafan doesn't quite get distance on the punch, but is able to find a blue shirt, and it could turn into an attacking opportunity for Hougang. Oh, Setterwood, what a waste.
Needed quality there. It's 3 against 3. you need the ball to be played at a perfect weight for Farhan to take himself out in a 1v1 situation with Tajali. Had Kabanguchi as well on the right, nobody there marking him, chose the wrong choice and made a bad pass technically.
Well, Madu wanted a free kick. I thought he was shoved over. Blasco went through his back and was waiting for the whistle. Took some time for the referee to decide, yeah, indeed, it was a foul.
Yeah, I think that was a foul from the start. Madu was just screening the ball from Blasco.
Was quite clearly foul, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Bit of conversation going on between the two of them.
Free kick going his way eventually. Let's Chonawit. Huzaifa. That's Sugita. Try and regain possession for Balestier in midfield. But Hougang able to come away with it. Blasco. And again, he just holds on to it for too long. Tries to be a little bit too clever. And gives it away.
Well, he has quality on the ball, but he's not effective at all.
Excellent pass by Subaric into Sugita. Quickly onto Katusha. That's a cutback. It's Sugita! And it's put away by Ignatius Ang. Was he in an offside position as it came into him? Doesn't matter for now. He gets that in. And they're headed towards 7 points if it stays this way. They can't get 6. They will get 7. Here's another look at this flowing move by Balestier. Yeah, he's on, isn't he?
Yeah, he was on. Sitawit was playing him onside. Nice cutback from Katusha. Everyone was thinking that he's offside, but he's definitely on. Now they have put themselves in a really, really good position here to qualify for the semi-finals of the Singapore Cup.
Now that was, this is Sugita with the effort. So he'll pick up the assist as Ignatius Ang, the number 30, with the goal. But Masahiro Sugita has been excellent for Balestier. And a change for Hougang. Hugo Kametani is off. Parinya Nusong is on.
Yeah, really safe substitute here, just going to right back. I think number 11 is going to go up front. Blasco going on the left.
Goal for Balestier Khalsa, scored by player 30, Ignatius Ang.
Now we have a bit of pace up front. We have somebody who's going to be present there, who's not going to go out of position or drift away, and they have a focal point in attack, which is going to be a little bit different now for Balestier Khalsa to defend against.
So Ignatius Ang getting his first goal of the Singapore Cup this season. Oh, another chance. Down the other end, set over Wong side. Change of position, almost leading to a quick goal.
Oh, Blasco playing it into Stout. I think he hit the post from his header. Good opportunity to put one back for Hougang, especially so early in the second half. Now I think his pace, his aggression is better in the attacking third rather than as a fullback.
Now Setterwood.
Katusha walking gingerly on the side here. Ankle maybe getting injured during one of the challenges being made.
As Blascourt, another back heel, another one that doesn't come off.
Well, at least he's trying it at a more favorable position in his attacking third. Mistake there wouldn't really be costing his team.
Well, what's been great from Balestier's perspective, not that pass, it was nowhere near good enough, but the approach in the second half. It wasn't just about them sitting back,
Yeah.
and you said as well that you like to see them get forward and get another one.
Now they are in a better position with 2-goal advantage, and which means that Hougang has to go forward more, which opens up the game for Balestier Khalsa, and they are in possession of the ball. And they have been better with that as well in terms of possession count. And I think positionally they are better as well. You look at the positions of each players in between Hougan's defense or midfield. They can receive, they can turn.
Sushihama trying to release Farhan. Eventually, Mustapic gathers.
Play the ball through Darren, just using his strength and experience as well. And Sugita has been immense. He has been everywhere. Right, left, further up front, defending as well. Makes your life easier, especially Vianic, where you're just, looking at your teammate, your direct teammate, and just sweeping off him, position yourself better to make sure that you are in the right position to win the second ball.
Well, Sugita would be already, even just an hour into this contest, the standout performer.
Yeah.
Player of the match.
Yeah.
For us anyway. I mean, a number of times this season where we haven't quite agreed with Player of the Match awards. Well, I won't put Hide into any sort of trouble where I haven't agreed. Won't speak for Hide Kamis.
I agree with you. I think he has been really fantastic, both in defense and attack. Influence he's had directly in the match and also his teammates.
Yoshihama. Oh, that's lovely into Huzaifa. Looking for a penalty. Shot comes in, Spiel by Mustapic, and Farhan gets one back. Hougang back in this. They've woken up. That tactical change paying dividends.
30 minutes now. Look at Mustapic just taking that part of the pitch out and just putting it back in position. But that was a poor piece of goalkeeping as well from him. Well, you can blame the pitch, you can blame everything else, but he just gave that ball away to the really energetic and also the most alert player on the field, Farhan Zulkifli. And this is game on as well for the neutrals. Farhan, I think third goal here for him throughout the Singapore Cup campaign. I think this could be the second easiest one.
Setterwood. And suddenly it's a Balestier looking shaky.
The pass back, the comeback from Setterwood could have been better. Fanzu Kifli was in a free position. Now you see a bit of a reaction, more positive reaction from Hougang United. And they still have a lot of time left to get the equalizer. And that's exactly what they need, just 1 point for them to go through.
Huzaifa with the long throw. It's Parinya.
Balestier Khalsa in the back foot. They're on the back foot now with the momentum swinging across to Hougang.
So Huzaifa with the long throw. Kimaguchi there at the near post, surrounded by 3 red shirts. That wasn't the best of headers from Subaric. And put Ignatius Ang under pressure, but he got it away very nicely. Good distance on that.
Interesting. You didn't see Ryan Sanizar coming up for that throw-in. Or that throw-in is really similar to a corner kick or a free kick from that side. So you would expect both their center backs to go up and attack the throw-in, similar to a free kick.
Yeah, I've heard, it's a good point that you bring up. I've heard of like coaches and analysts who say that they would defend long throw situations, like how you would defend any set piece, a corner or a free kick from those positions.
It's a huge weapon to have. Like sometimes, you know, teams know that they have that piece of weapon that they can use, and they will try to win the throw-ins further up ahead and get that throw-in in. And it's unassuming as well, Huzaifa. You don't really see him as somebody who can make that big throws.
Balestier have their own long throw specialist as well in Madhu Mohana. A change here for them. Daniel Goh is on for Ignatius Ang. Here's Mandic. Kimaguchi with the pressure on Mandic. Very comfortable at the back defensively, Kimaguchi looks.
On the flip side of things, it's been really frustrating for Mandic. Like 9 games so far, I think it's just 1 assist, 0 goals scored yet. Yet to score, and you just have to work hard, but I'm sure it plays in your head.
Oh, Parinya. Sounds like it could be almost a Brazilian or a Portuguese name, Parinya.
That's attacking like a Brazilian as well.
Flying fullback. Well, we spoke about, Hide, the formation, the setup in the first half. Setterwood and Chonlawe, perhaps it wasn't quite working. And now they decide to go with Parinya, who's a proper fullback. Setterwood up front, and suddenly things have turned around for Hougang. That's Farhan with the cross.
Well, you have to put players in their right positions. That's it.
Farhan again gets away from Katusha. Cross was headed clear. And Blasco. Another wayward pass forward.
Yeah, I think that problem will be solved especially at the start of second half, and Parinya came in. If Parinya came in for during halftime and solved the situation, where he's a fullback naturally, so he understands the role really well. And Seta would be, of course, I think he prefers to play in this position up front where he can create more damage. But what one goal can do for your team right now, I'm talking about Balestier's second goal. I think it woke Hougang United up, made that change, Parinya coming in, and with that, carrying that momentum across, scored the first goal for themselves through Fan Kifli, and right now they are in control.
Matic with the header on. Kimunguchi there to sweep. Huzaifa. Yoshihama. Blasco. Can he find a better pass? Yoshihama! With the effort.
Well, that should be the one, isn't it? The ball was being laid nicely and perfectly from Victor Blasco to Yoshihama here. Had to pick his spot. He was running towards the ball as well. Not enough pressure from the number 7, Vujanic. One big chance goes begging for Hougang United. Well, the ball might bobble just before he was taking that shot. Still no excuse for him not to hit the target at least.
It just feels like they're getting closer to that second Hougang.
Yeah.
The momentum has shifted pretty dramatically. That's Matic. See, offside. Daniel Go. Yep, he was.
Bit of energy on the right hand side, a bit more directness as well. Ignatius totally different kind of player from Daniel Go. Is he offside? Yeah, it's definitely offside. At least 3 to 5 meters ahead.
Šubarić.
Well, Balestier Khalsa has to keep this shape still, just maintain that discipline, tactical discipline.
There's Blasco, Yoshihama going right through. Well-timed challenge by Tajali.
Nothing to ask for. Yoshihama, Tajali just timed it perfectly. Just hooking the ball across. Yep, nothing there. No call, no foul.
Daniel looking for the give and go. Claimed he was held up. I'm afraid he doesn't think so. Mistake, a rare one from Kimunguchi. Almost opened it up for Balestier. Pass from Daniel Go just didn't have enough juice on it to find Katusha.
Too much juice there from Šubarić. That space that's being vacated by Parinya on the right hand side.
Kimunguchi is down, looking like he might need some treatment. Hougang decided to keep going. Balestier want the play to continue. They don't want to stop. Hougang had the chance to kick it out.
He can't blame Balestier Khalsa for continuing the game.
Yeah.
His teammates decided to just carry on and continue the game when he was down injured.
It's a problem for Hougang if Kimunguchi can't continue. This is just there. As he was running back towards his own penalty area, he just felt something. And it looked like he was clutching his hamstring.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a lot of options on the bench. Could be Kanokoksima. That's it. Yep, he's out.
Yeah, it looks like Kanokoksima is going to be coming on. Make his second appearance in the Singapore Cup. So you just hope that Nabi Kimunguchi isn't seriously injured. He won't be out for a long period of time because he has been very impressive since joining Hougang. You need a player of his quality at the back. Already don't have the biggest squad. Hearing that there might be a bit of a logistical issue with the color of the tights.
Do we still have that problem in this day and age?
Sounds like it.
Well, I think they've changed the rules quite a bit over the last few years. When I was coaching Balestier, they wanted same color as your shorts.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah, it had to be.
I think it's still the same. I think he might have just needed to remove his tights before he was allowed to come on. But he's on now. Kanokoksima on for Nabila Kimunguchi.
Well, that's a bit of unnecessary logistics problem, isn't it? Like, you know beforehand that's the rule. Let's not try to play around it because sometimes you just need things to be changed immediately.
Oh, Farhan with the cross. Only had Setawood to hit.
Wasn't far off as well. The cross was just slightly ahead of Setawood.
That's Kanok. First touch since his introduction. Joined Hougang from Supanburi. He's played for China FC and ACDC. A long way to the top for Hougang, but he wants to be a part of that. I wasn't happy with that challenge from Katusha. No backing down.
It's a bit of a smile from Katusha. Nothing there for me. These two guys just going at it, trying to get possession ahead of the other. Well, the intensity has died down a little after the goal from Hougang. slow, it's building up slowly as well.
As Daniel go. Is he fouled by Vestering? He's going after the assistant referee. Oh, that is
unbelievable from Huzaifa.
Enough for you, Hide?
Nah, not enough. Not enough, not at all.
He probably knows he's overhit it,
Yeah.
right? And he's trying to...
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way for you to get back your possession.
Substitution for Balestier Khalsa, playing number 17, Tain Matic, is replaced by player number 14, Elijah.
So a change here for Balestier, and it's Tin Matic who scored the first goal in the second minute of added time at the end of that first half. It's a lovely finish. His 5th of this season's competition. His night is done, and he'll be replaced by Elijah Lim. Your thoughts on this change, Hide?
It's strange as well. I thought that he's done a fantastic job. The only reason why I would be making that change if he has gassed out, nothing left in his tank, but it doesn't seem so as well.
Oh, Darren Day is now in need of some treatment.
Elijah's, I think, having a more withdrawn role.
He's holding his hamstring as well.
Could be just a precaution. They still have Footdale to come in if needs to have that change.
Daniel Goh has been booked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's for descent.
Well, nice to see him having a bit of a laugh with Vestering as well.
I think former teammates at Young Lions.
Darren Tay also struggling with what appears to be a hamstring issue. I'll be hoping that it's just a little bit of cramp.
Tajeli as well. He's having those heat rub being put across his hamstrings and his calves.
Well, go having a few discussions. He's already scored in the season's competition, 1 goal from 3 appearances. So has a goal in the Singapore Premier League. But the concern for Balestier is potential injury for Darren Tay.
I think it's about how much you want it now on both sides. Just get organized. Just make sure that it's your heart to break down.
Vestering's cross has taken a deflection off Tajeli. Now he's gone down, needing some treatment.
Substitution for Balestier Khalsa. Jersey number 3, Tajali Salamat is replaced by jersey number 11, Harid Kanadi.
Tajali Slaman as well is out.
Jersey number 2, Darren Tay is replaced
So Harid Kanadi
by jersey number 20,
and Fodil Iyad. 2 changes. Tajali is going to need the stretcher.
Two fullbacks, two changes. It could be a situation where you would point out to the fact that most of Hougang's attacks are coming from those two sides rather than centrally. Both players worked really hard defensively throughout the whole game. Quick decision needed by Marco to make those two changes, especially when you have only 10 minutes into the game. Bit of smile from Marco.
That's his last chance to make a change, which is why he's got to make that double substitution. Third occasion that they're bringing players on. So that is it. As Farhan delivers this towards the far side, Mandic making use of his height at the back. Zafan.
I think one of the considerations why Mandic is not out instead of Matic is the fact that he can defend those corner kicks or any set pieces. He has worked out as well. You look at him walking now, he's maybe experiencing cramps.
Well, he made a movement and was expecting that pass into feet from Harith. It's well off. Yoshihama. As Blasco. Up against Fudil. Well defended. Sends it forward. Well, come back again. Yoshihama. There's Huzaifa. Past one. Can't get past another. Harith leading the charge. Well, he thought he was fouled by Parinya. Again, in front of the referee.
Again, really poor pass as well from Harith Kanadi. There's no way his teammate would get to the end of that.
Don't know it. Farhan. These fixtures are finely poised. Hougang just need another goal to go through. Elijah, Katusha. As it stands, it'll be Balestier in the semi-final, along with Alberex. Sugita running out of gas now, and who can blame him?
Yeah, 85th minute of pure hot running from Sugita.
Instructions from Marko Kraljevic are just for everyone to get back. That's Fudil. That's the third time I've heard Daniel Goh's name from Marco. Good goalkeeping by Mustapic. Still hearing Marko Kraljevic shouting for Daniel Goh as we have a look at this contact on Mustapic.
Fantastic from Yoshihama, just to create a tiny bit of space for himself to send the crosses in. Well, talking about that, I was actually listening to the Ashley Cole podcast, and the fact that when he was young, how Tony Adams was coaching him in the field and would be blasting at him if the crosses came in. And Ian Wright just responded saying that that part of the game just died, or that has died now, because fullbacks just don't stop those crosses anymore. And I do agree with him. And we just saw from Fudil, it's right in front of Yoshihama.
I tell you what, this is a discussion, Hide, that we have had
Yeah.
for a few seasons now about how fullbacks don't stop crosses from coming in. It's almost as if fullbacks say, You know what? The cross is the central defender's or the goalkeeper's problem to deal with. It's an interesting one because then you think about whether it's a tactical setup or whether it's a mentality of the players. Because sometimes you could also say the coaches want their fullbacks to be tucked in. And so then naturally will create that gap if your winger is hugging the touchline. To get out to him is also going to sort of take time, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I thought too as well. But sometimes you look at the body language of the fullbacks, they're just not sprinting there. You know, you're just going there at half speed and then just picking themselves up or trying to block at half effort. So I think it's both situations.
I guess you got to look at it individually and see in that scenario what was the cause of it. It is quite an interesting discussion to have. That's Kanok. Hougang will be looking to push as we get into the closing stages of this one. Just one more goal needed by the away side. Very nicely, calmly done by Kanok and Huzaifa. Balestier looking to press from the front. Trying to keep it as far away from their penalty area as they can. Now, Marko Kraljevic will be delighted with the effort shown in that instance.
Ryan Sanizal is up there. Putting the press in.
There's Elijah with space, which he wastes.
There's no need for that. Just keep the ball. Your team is much better in holding on to possession as well. Why not? Instead of giving it away, and now you have to defend back again.
John Lowit. Yoshihama. So we're hearing at this stage that we are going to have a minimum of 6 minutes added on. At the minimum. That could change as well. As Ryan Sun is out. Lovely turn away from Manu Mohana. That's Ryan. He got away from Vujanic as well. But there was enough of a hold-up to allow Madhu send it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I can't believe it you give ball for them. I really can't believe it. I was very clear ball is out. Understand it?
I think that piece of action, for me, from Ryan Sanizal, proves that he's a way more effective attacker than Victor Blasco.
He's just staying there now. Ryan Sanizal.
Yep. Playing 3 at the back. It's no use to having 4.
So a minimum of 6 minutes for Balestier to hold on. And for Hougang to get the goal they need to go through. Alberex Nigata at the top of the standings, nice and relaxed, even more relaxed, the Land City Sailors and BG Tampines. Straight into the semi-finals. Katusha. It's given by Kanok into Sugita, who, again, Hide, just, if you're a coach, you're saying to your players, just calm it down, try and hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on to it, keep possession, screen the ball away individually. If you can't have any options to play it forward or sideways, and win a free kick. Still have about 5 more minutes, which is still a long time if you are defending most of the game.
You're constantly giving it back to the opposition. Put yourself under pressure. Blasco. I'm pretty sure that was an attempt at a cross. He missed it.
Agree with you. Definitely, he wanted to cross it. Definitely mishit. 2 players coming in. Sanizal and Setawood.
Get any sort of whip with the outside of the boot. Mustapic, aside from that error leading to the goal that was scored by Farhan Zulkifli, he's done pretty well.
Yeah, pretty decent game for him. Not called into action a lot.
There's Harith. Oh, it's given Kanok some work to do. Miscommunication there between Kanok and his goalkeeper. No problem. Thai player cleans up very nicely. Gets Hougang going forward. It's Chonlawit. Normally plays with long sleeves, Chonlawit. Only the first time I've seen him with the short sleeve option. Without that inner shirt. There's Fudil, again getting the better of Blasco. Daniel Go. He's got plenty of speed, has Mandic in support. Away from Huzaifa. Goes for goal.
No idea what he wanted to do there. He just calmed himself down. Make a cross to Mandic. Just a really selfish play. Go here. Not even looking up to look at his teammate. Just wanted to go on his own.
There's space for Blasco. Can run at Fudil. Decides to go back to Yoshihama. That's Katusha. Playing as a left back almost. And Sugita. Oh, that's brilliant from Sugita. Again. Absolutely perfect. Oh, he thought he was fouled. Yoshihama. Intense finish here at Bishan Stadium. About 2 minutes to go. Hougang searching for that one goal they need to go through. Farhan. Well, Madhu doesn't agree with the decision to award the corner.
Crunch time now for both sides. Safan is up. Everyone is up. You look at Sugita just gasping for air.
Safan is there on the far side, being marked by Sugita. Eight blue shirts in the area. Make that 9. Or even Zafan is in there as well. He's left his goal, and Balestier can finish this one off. Oh, Farhan has taken out Daniel Goal. Referee's playing on. Well, it looked quite clearly like Daniel Goal was taken out by Farhan Zulkifli.
Again, nobody was asking for it. Farhan was just chasing behind. Yep, it's definitely a dog, so it has to be checked.
Well, it is going to be checked.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there was a complete swing and a miss from Daniel Goh, might have been. That check is going on in the background. It looked like he was fouled, but let's wait and see.
Yeah, he took a swipe and then he pulled Daniel Goh back as well with his hands.
There is going to be an on-field review. he's just getting the angle. He's asking for an angle to show him where the contact is.
Well, I think from that angle, it looked like Daniel Goh just totally missed it. He has to be from the sides where I think we both saw that he was swiped out. This one.
Was it here?
Yeah, it was. Look at that right foot of Farhan.
And then there was
an arm, double arm.
There was a rugby tackle in the follow through as well. Hide.
Yeah, I think from there definitely you can see Dog So, and you see what we see. The straight red or direct red. I had to be done as well. Game was pretty much going to be over if Daniel had scored that goal. It really looked like a wrestling move.
So Farhan is going to be in trouble. But again, it's just one of those things, taking one for the team.
Yeah, exactly. And he knows that as well. He knew what he did. His teammates know it. Nothing you can do, no need to argue as well. Balestier just played on the ground now. Just go to the corner and waste more time. The more you look at it,
the funnier it gets, right?
Maybe Farhan really thought that he was going to get away with it.
I mean, that's what you hope for as a player. And if there wasn't, incredibly, if we didn't have VAR, he would have gotten away with it. Because the referee didn't think there was a foul. I'm just hearing as well that the player of the match has been given to Tin Matic. There you go, Hide.
Well, he went out of the pitch way earlier than everyone else. In terms of contribution, yeah, maybe he scored one goal. Was it enough?
How much more time are we going to have added on here now?
Don't see the need for it.
Katusha is just tying his shoelaces, taking his time with this.
Just go to the corner, shield it away from the Hougang players.
Throw into Balestier. Sugita.
Well, that's my man of the match there, Sugita.
Yep, mine too.
Taking his socks off.
Ada bola. Dalam padang ada extra bola. Dalam padang ada extra bola.
There might be an additional 3 minutes added on.
Oh, wow.
Because of the check. All these stoppages. Yellow card to Huzaifa for the foul on Sugita.
Dah habis dah 6 minit.
To the 102nd minute. Katusha basically asking the referee, what are you waiting for? Hougang will want that time though. You never know. One last chance, one more opportunity.
One last attack.
You have to get it forward, have to get it away. And they've won possession. Kraljevic wanted his side to stay high up the pitch. They've all retreated. Harit looking for some encouragement from the stands to help Balestier get this across the line. Still time for one more chance for Hougang. Huzaifa lifts it in. Mustapic deals with it.
A great catch from Mustapic. Pressure that comes with it as well. It's not just the ease of the ball being delivered in.
All the way to Zafan. Hasn't had a look at his watch yet, the referee. As Vestering pushes forward. Blasco. Well, that was the moment to put in some quality.
Yeah.
But he's been lacking in that department tonight. Might get another chance here. Floated in, better from Blasco. But Harit deals with it, and that is it. The final whistle at Bishan, and Balestier have done it. A place in the final four of the Singapore Cup secured by Balestier Khalsa. They came into this game needing to win, and that's exactly what they've done, Hide.
These two players loving it, Katusha and Subaric, but I think Balestier Khalsa started the game well. I think they needed to get that win, and then that pushed all players to start the game well, take the initiative, get the possession count towards them, or rather for them, and manage to score those two goals that they needed to win the game. And it's a far worse situation that they started in the game, and we needing the win, but they did it absolutely fantastically as a team. And look how delighted these players are.
So Marko Kraljevic, on his 240th match as a head coach of Balestier Khalsa, picks up a big victory for them in this Singapore Cup. Tin Matic and Ignatius Ang with the goals for Balestier Khalsa. 1 for Farhan Zulkifli means it finishes here at Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa 2, Hougang United 1. Well, let's go to the highlights. And we begin with the first opportunity of this match, falling to Hugo Kametani in the 6th minute after he was set clear by Victor Blasco.
I said earlier, this should have been 1-0 for Hougang United. The quality of the ball from Blasco wasn't that far off, but Kametani just couldn't control it for his liking.
And in the 39th minute, Farhan Zulkifli had a lovely cross into the area for Kametani once again.
Again, for Hougang, very few chances created. Kametani just downward header, not troubling Mustapic at all.
Opening goal of this match, coming in the 2nd minute of added time. At the end of the first half, Tin Matic getting his 5th of the Singapore Cup campaign with a fine finish.
Quality finish from the number 17 here, coming back to his right foot. And if you look at the highlights in the first half, just didn't seem that Balestier Khalsa was creating more, but they were much more clinical.
Into the 2nd half, Ignatius Ang with the tap-in inside the 6-yard box after Sugita's effort found him close to goal. Well, it's a simple finish in the end by Ignatius Ang. It was a lovely move by Balestier in the build-up.
Yeah, I agree with you that we spoke about how important it was for Balestier Khalsa to get that 2nd goal early on in the game, which they did here. That pull back from Katusha. Sugita, my man of the match, he took that shot initially, just being converted by Ignatius Ang.
That was in the 55th. In the 57th, Setubut Wongsai with a massive chance for Hougang to get a goal back straight away.
So he was playing at right back throughout the whole game. This was his first attempt when he was playing as a striker, and made a really positive impact. Could have reduced that deficit with that header as well.
Unfortunate with that one coming off the post. And then in the 61st, Farhan Zulkifli giving Hougang some hope, pouncing on that mistake from Mustapic.
A bit of a swing in momentum here after the 2nd goal was scored by Balestier Khalsa. Yoshiyama here just trying to place the ball, and stoppage, making a mistake of spilling out for Farhan Zulkifli to pounce.
2-1 for Hougang, and they kept the pressure on. Had some opportunities to get the equalizer. But in the closing stages, he sent everyone forward. 4th minute of added time at the end of the game. Even Zafan Rahaizat was there. And Daniel Go, it broke for him, sprinting clear, but he was fouled by Farhan Zulkifli. And that eventually led to Farhan sending off via a on-field review. Yes, that's right. Wasn't given by the referee. Instead, he had to go to the pitch side monitor for an on-field review to give the red card to Farhan Zulkifli, taking one for the team. And take your pick, whether it was the first kick out or the rugby challenge there on the neck.
Definitely the right decision here from the referee, who gave that direct or straight red to Farhan Zulkifli. He knew it as well, just waiting for it to come.
So there we go, a look at the numbers. Again, really close, Hide.
Really close as well. Possession count swing across to Hougang United, this time around 54 attempts. Just a bit off from Hougang United and also Balestier Khalsa by just 1 each on target as well. But again, what matters here the most is for Balestier Khalsa to have that one up over Hougang United, and that will book themselves into the semi-finals of the Singapore Cup.
That's what this result means for Balestier. A place in the semi-finals. They will finish second in the group, ahead of Hougang United, and it will be Albirex Niigata and Balestier Khalsa into the final 4 of the Singapore Cup, where they will join the Lion City Sailors and BG Tampines. And this is what the lineup looks like. Balestier will be up against the Lion City Sailors back here at Bishan Stadium on Sunday, the 14th of December. Kickoff 7:30 p.m. for both matches. Albirex against BG Tampines, that one taking place at the Jurong East Stadium. First leg of the Singapore Cup semi-finals. That's all the time we have for you this evening from Bishan Stadium. It is Balestier Khalsa who go through, take their place in the final 4, and continue their push for potentially another Singapore Cup title. Finishes here, Balestier Khalsa 2, Hougang United 1. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you down the road for more from this competition.